Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I invite you to join us in the tent and start taking your seats. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, honored guests, and community members. On behalf of the commanding officer, Captain David L. Gray, let me welcome you to Joint Expeditionary Base Little Creek Fort Story and the groundbreaking ceremony for our new Child Development Center, Military Construction Project P1339. I'm the Installation Public Works Officer, Commander Craig Culbertson, and I'll be today. Today's groundbreaking marks the beginning of the construction phase of this project, but in many ways it also represents the culmination of significant efforts to plan, fund, and design this facility. This size requires many people and organizations working together to bring it into being. And this morning, our guest speakers will highlight some of the hard work that has gone into this point, some of the efforts that remain, and the importance of this project to the Joint. Upon completion, this Child Development Center will be a vital asset in meeting the mission of the Navy and supporting our warfighters and families. To begin this morning, I would like to introduce our host for the ceremony, the Commanding Officer of Joint Expeditionary Base Little Creek Fort Story, Captain David Gray. Captain.
Hey, great to see everybody out here. We should have got more chairs, Craig. Make a note of that. Hey, so good morning, distinguished guests. I'd like to welcome the Congresswoman Kagan's Chief of Staff, Tyler. How you doing, sir? Senator Warner's military liaison, Gene Garland. How are you, sir? The Virginia Beach Mayor, Bobby D, Robert Dyer. he tells me to call him Bobby D. It still feels weird as can be instead of Mr. Mayor, but so it'd still be Mr. Mayor today. It's a Jersey thing. My wife's from Jersey, so I got a little cred. Rear Admiral Quadros, sir, Commander of Naval Facilities Systems Command Atlantic. And also I look for him as the man. Is Captain Ryan Carey come today? There you are, sir. You snuck in on me. Good to see you, Bob. Systems Command Mid-Atlantic, and one great American. Tabitha Kinchin, there you are. How you doing, ma'am? Deputy Defense Innovative Unit. Andrew Ferguson, beside, perfect. Program Manager, Energy Portfolio Defense Innovation Unit. And Mr. Eric Ney, the Executive Vice President for Layton Construction. How are you, sir? Great, great. So today marks a truly meaningful milestone for the Joint Expeditionary Base Creek Fort Story and for the military families who serve here every day. This is more than just a groundbreaking ceremony for a new Child Development Center. This is an investment for readiness, family stability, and the people who make the mission possible. Reliable, accessible, and high-quality child care is not a luxury for military families. It is an operational necessity. When service members know their children are safe, supported, and thriving in a developmentally appropriate environment, they're able to focus fully on the mission. This center directly supports readiness by reducing stress, ease work-life conflict, and give parents confidence that their children are receiving the care they deserve. Across the Joint Expeditionary Base Little Creek Fort Story, our children are thousands. Many families currently drive long distances or split their children between multiple facilities in different cities just to make childcare work. This new center will reduce those wait lists and relieve families of their daily strain of coordinating care across multiple locations. It brings childcare closer to where families live and work, and that matters. This center will serve children from their infancy to age 5, supporting early learning and social, emotional development during the most critical years of growth. It also provides continuity for military children who experience frequent relocations, creating a community where they can thrive along peers who understand the military lifestyle. The impact of this center extends beyond the families it serves. It opens up this facility. We are creating more than 120 new government jobs, many of which will be filled by military spouses. These positions provide meaningful employment, professional growth, and stability. Each employee will receive free child care for one child, ensuring that those who care for our children are supported as parents themselves. This center will become one of the largest child development centers in the Hampton Roads region, helping relieve pressure on local civilian child care systems while strengthening partnerships between the installation and the surrounding communities. It strengthens not only our base, but the broader child care ecosystem. This facility represents our commitment to taking care of our people, members, our families, and our workforce. By supporting our youngest military family members, we strengthen the resilience, readiness, and morale of those who serve. Thank you to everyone who made this vision a reality, and even prouder of the families it will serve. Thank you.
Thank you, Captain Gray. Now welcoming the Executive Vice President for the project's prime contractor, Layton Construction, Mr. Eric Ney. Mr. Ney.
Well, good morning. A beautiful day here in Virginia, and pleasure to be here and be amongst so many distinguished guests. Thank you for your leadership here at Little Creek, and to our Navy partners, Base Commander David Gray, our distinguished. It's an honor to be here with you. Thank you very much. On behalf of Layton Construction and our parent company with STO Building Group, it's an honor to be here, and we're truly honored to stand here with you and amongst you on this groundbreaking event. This project has been in the works for 2 years. When we first made aware of this project through the Defense Innovation Unit, recognized the out-of-box thinking and the creative process. This is a beautiful project. Mass timber is going to bring the warmth, the energy, the functionality, and for servicemen and women and their children. And I want to highlight the operational necessity. When folks think about building projects on bases, they think about the large shipbuilding or the operational training facilities, things of that nature. But oftentimes people overlook the importance that, I'm a father of three young boys, and I can only perform my duties and what I do day to day for my family if I know that they're cared for and that they're safe and that they're excelling and progressing. And it's so important, and we're going to take that same level of focus from Layton Construction and all our subcontracting partners to make sure that we're achieving the objectives of this project, not only the cost and the quality in which we desire here, but more importantly, the same outcome that we'd want for our own children in this development center. So it's extremely important to us, and I just want to echo how important that is to our organization. Briefly, a little bit about Layton Construction. We built in 43 states, coast to coast. We're a sophisticated general contracting partner across the country, and when this opportunity came about, to provide not only the success here on this site, but to look for opportunities to really expand that and provide predictable and reliable outcomes in multiple markets, that was really important to us. And wanted to also recognize our parent company, STO Building Group, is in the top 4 general contractors in the country. So our reach and our ability to get the right partners, have the right outreach, bring the right folks locally and regionally to be successful is really important to us as well. So we're just grateful to be here, honored to be able to speak here and be amongst such distinguished guests and to help achieve the outcome of this project. This will be a successful project, we guarantee it. And we know that this will be a very proud site as we drive by it and the families utilize it and take it from dirt to a vision to a successful moment for the base. So thank you very much for the opportunity to speak. It's introduce Dan Robinson, our architect with Gensler.
Thanks, everybody. It's an honor to be here today. I'm very excited to be here for the groundbreaking ceremony. And it's been a journey to get here. And without the collaboration between the Navy Defense Innovation Unit, the subject matter experts, to really deliver something that's truly innovative, faster, better performing, and most of all, being a first-class facility, child development center for our naval families. So, you know, one of the most important things the designers of this project was to really make this feel like a welcoming second home for the users of this building. You know, as was mentioned, you know, the importance of implementing the mass timber into the project to really bring that warmth for folks as they come into the front door. And also provide ample outdoor space, as you can see, plenty of play space for children that's divided up into different age groups. That really think it's going to be really successful and really exciting for the kids as they arrive, and really want to be a place where they want to stay and feel safe. So we're really excited to be here for this groundbreaking today. I just want to thank everybody through this tremendous effort to bring us where we are.
Thank you, Mr. Nay, Mr. Robinson. Next, please join me in welcoming our distinguished guest this morning, the Commander for Naval Facilities Engineering Systems Command, Atlanta.
Good morning, everyone. I was joking with Skipper Gray my material, so I had a whole speech prepared, and I may have to just go off script so I don't bore anyone with my remarks. But I will go on script for a second. Number one, to say once again, good morning to everyone, and thank you for attending. You know, it's very heartwarming to see all the distinguished people that came to attend. But the most distinguished to me are those that are representing the families of our sailors, right? So thanks for being here. Skipper, once again, thanks for hosting this event. It's an honor for me to join you here today. Mayor Dyer, who represents the amazing community of Virginia Beach, with a long history supporting our military families and his own service in the Marine Corps. Mr. Eric Nay, our partner from Layton. I got to give you our card when we're done. Thank you for your remarks. Ms. Janet Lomax and Mr. Gene Garland, our military liaisons representing Senators Kane and Warner, and Tyler Edmonds and Hayden Martin from Representative Kiggins' office. Ms. Tabitha Kitchen, I know you're out there, and Mr. Andrew Fergus. This innovation unit was integral in getting this project to where it is today, and I'll talk a little bit about that in just a little bit. So once again, I'm honored to be here amongst you. This is as Eric said, several years in the making. So where it's 2 for him, it's been actually more like 4 for me, because I've been. And as we stated earlier, we're quite literally going to be laying the foundation not only for a building, but for families, right, and for fleet. And I'll talk to you about that a little bit. I'm coming from another meeting, one of my other jobs. So briefly introduced, I'm the commander for NAVFAC Atlantic. NAVFAC Mid-Atlantic, who contracted for this project, is one of my subordinate units. So, I have stake in that way. But I also serve as a Fleet Forces N46, which is Installations and Environment. And I'm just coming from a meeting at Fleet Forces where we were talking about quality of service, right? And so when I tell you this, you may have heard it, but I'm here to reiterate, this is not just a buzzword within the Navy and really the Department of War. It is something we are absolutely committed to. It is the readiness of our sailors. And while somebody may see this as just a child development center, it is not. It is really part of the foundry that allows us to have a ready fleet. Okay, so it is that important. What's fascinating about this project is how we got here. Within NAVFAC, when I'm wearing this NAVFAC hat, a lot of people criticize me as slow to get to a project, right? Because the military construction process is a long one, and rightfully so. And we need to follow a process that ensures that the taxpayers' dollars are going where they need to. But what this project allowed us to do through what's called Other Transactional Authority that Congress gave to us, thankfully for this specific purpose, allowed us to move a little bit faster through what we call acquisition regulations procedures to get to an award, because we're using a lot of innovation to get to what you will see